Good morning. Good morning. Sitting here watching USEA and IINN today. So, looking at what we have here today, IINN, I was looking at yesterday. This thing would not move yesterday, would not give me an intraday move. So I went ahead and got out, and I'm glad that I did. Got out here. Well, my entry was 218. I entered multiple times on this, but the initial entry was 218, and then I got out, got back in, and it just never could break out of this range. But this morning, it gapped down to back to $2, and then popped back up on a little bit of recent news this morning. So we'll go ahead and check out that news real quick. And when I'm looking for my trades, I really, really would like it to give me the move during intraday. What's up? What's up, Sprinter? Sprinter? Yeah, I do that. Did that for a number of years in college and everything. Anyway, IINN coming on down. What's up, One Life? So One Life, that IINN play, I tried and let me make sure y'all on the right screen. On the IIN play here, I entered in here on this little move up. It just never would break this range during intraday. So I went ahead and cut. I just went ahead and just took off everything into the aftermarket. It ended up gapping down, and then it got news this morning. So I'm going to continue watching IIN, but I don't like it right now because I wanted it to give me an intraday move off of these lows out of this 225 area. It just would not happen yesterday. So I was like, whatever. If it doesn't want to do it during intraday, I just it must not be for me. But let's go ahead and look at that news here on IINN. So they signed an agreement with, or actually before that, let me see, Inspira. You have no clue what we were talking about. Recap. Oh, Ben must have put out that recap from last week late. That's what I think he did. Maybe. Anyway, Israeli. Let's look at the news here. So they're just bringing up the news that we saw yesterday. They are coming. They're bringing these new sensor devices and disposable units across 6 states in the United States: Texas, New Jersey, New York, Florida, North Carolina, and South Carolina. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Pursuant to the agreement, and in order to maintain exclusivity in territory. Okay, can we see any kind of Numbers. There's what the CEO said. I really don't care. Any more numbers though? Not seeing it. But yeah, they got an agreement and they're bringing it to 6 states in the U.S. from Israel. This new blood sensor device, which is why I got this nice little pop off the $2.75 up. Um, and then on this other one, USEA was an IPO from yesterday. It originally started at 78 cents, took a nice little rip up here to $8. And am I looking at that right? Yeah. Yeah. USEA. Yeah, 80 cents all the way up to the 8. But yeah, these plays would not, they didn't happen intraday, so I mean these things got to pull back. They got to pull back. IINN, it pulled back into this range. It just kept holding here, and I was like, on the news that they have currently, I cannot make the decision to hold this thing overnight, so dropped out. But at 7:36 this morning, they're spoofing some more news. Crazy thing is, it still isn't the top volume mover, even though it has the some pretty okay news moving into the U.S. So we'll see how people really feel about it coming into the open. It is 8:08 right now. We got a little bit of time. Yeah, one like that's what I'm saying. I took in total 6 trades yesterday using I just put my stop loss there. Put my stop loss there, waiting for it to break the range on each of these little touches on this little bottom range. I was adding, and then it was stopping me out, and I would get back in for a break of this rip, and it really wasn't acting right. It was doing the range was getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and the wicks were getting longer and longer, and I was like, this ain't what I want to be in, not overnight, because this thing could have went either way, and it actually did gap down before this news this morning. So I'm like, I'm good. If you ain't gonna give it to me during the time period that I want it and follow, what I want to see in that time period, I'm good. Because what I've noticed is usually in my trading every month, I have 2 to 3 days that kill my profits on the month. And I'm determined to kill those days. If I kill those days, I can definitely get around, some be walking away with some nice profits every month without those 2 or 3 murderous days. So I'm like, look, give me what I want. I'm like a very, very picky kid in a candy store, especially with these. Remember, I'm trading trash penny stocks, absolute trash, bottom of the barrel. There is no way I'm going to depend on these penny stocks to do what higher price or large caps will do. Nope, won't do it. Cause like this just happened. This news pop. This news could have been good or bad, and I could have been sitting down. Now, each one of my positions on IINN was 400 shares. So let's say this thing gapped down in the opposite direction. So let's say this is it was 75 cents. 75 cents on 400 shares. That just ain't sweet. It ain't sweet at all, you know? I just look at both sides of the coin. Trucker B in here. Good morning, Danielle. Yeah, Danielle. I called out IINN, but it just would not behave the way that I wanted it to. Let's see. One Life, Daniel B. Young traders think there's only volatility in low floats for them to trade. They don't look at the big ranges that mid and large caps give, usually daily. And then Trucker 2B says, Batman got your back. Dane B says, well, they just missed some double bottoms on the daily of a few handfuls of mid and large caps, giving several dollar moves. Nice, nice. I understand One Life. That's why I have these scans out here. Pretty much all of the those stocks that y'all are trading, like Rivian, Roblox, all those, they pop up on the scanner for trades. And that's why I have this scanner over here. But as of right now, micro caps have it for now. But it is Thursday. I like the some of the continuation plays. Good morning, Ben, in the building. Got about 15 minutes to the bell. Scanner, what is that? The scanner that looks for things that are getting some volume and things that are in specific sectors that I like. That's what the scanner is. Oil going on back over $100. Came down here and touched this 96, 95-ish level range, I guess you can call it. It's got a range in here. Let's see. I got $90. Well, Trucker 2B says I got $90 in the cannabis stock Hexo. It went up to about 34 cents yesterday, and then it went back down to flat level. That was like almost 100% gain in like 5 seconds. Yeah. Oh, you took the profit, Trucker B. You took it. Let's see, Hexo. Oh my goodness. That's scary. It's been at 20 cents for a long time. Had a random pop up during yesterday's pre-market. And then, yeah. I'm looking over here on Hexo. This one's definitely a high risk for a possible high reward type deal. But it did give a little pop from 20 cents all the way up to 60 cents. I don't know where you may have taken profit, but that's a risky business. $8.15. Let's see. Careful with Hexo. Ben says bit of a sketchy pot company. Yup. Hexo has one that says Hexo has a great daily chart. You must have been short for years. And then Donnell said not much in the small caps this morning. And then Ben says if I remember correctly, Hexo has had some has done some shenanigans in the past. Trucker 2B says no, I didn't take it. I was just watching it and I was going to the bathroom, and when I was washing my hands, I missed it. Wasn't going to sell because of taxes when you get capital gains. So you're a long-term holder in Hexo. Okay. Do what you do, man. Do what you do. Just manage your risk. Okay. Anyway, I think IINN. Oh yeah, Ben, IINN did get some news this morning and end up popping, but if it's not gonna do it during intraday, I'm like, it's gonna have to return back and test these levels down here of the, what is this, 225 or whatever, because I just don't trust it. There's another stock popping up here, AREB, up 85%. AREB. This daily chart is looking very questionable. Yearly chart, daily chart, all the charts. Look at that big old push down. That just does not look great. Let's look at the news here. American Rebel Holdings to acquire Champion Safe company. So it's an acquisition of another company that they're having. It was at 75 cents on the close of yesterday, is up to 142. Again, still not in the competition with USEA or IINN. So we'll just have to see. I think it's getting to the point in these penny stocks, when there's a lack of news, we just see sporadic, like almost, it's almost illogical buying and selling. Some of the weak news, just, it's like, what? Why? You don't see Ben's comments? You should see his comments. Let me check on that. Cause One Life and Ben, they have gears by their name. It shouldn't be blocked. You should be able to see him. I can see him. Well, of course I can see him. What am I talking about? I don't know. I don't know why you can't see him. Oh well. We got about 10 minutes to the bell. What's up, Dallas? So on the watch today we have USEA for, I'm pretty sure it's going to end up falling down. IINN, Chopper, AREB, weak catalyst. So we'll see what wants to take souls today. Also, let's check out this SPY, which is looking quite flat here into the aftermarket. Picked back up just a little bit, but kind of uncertain which way it's gonna go. Also, let's jump over here and check out the NQ in here. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so the NQ has had multiple confirmations that it is loving this downtrend, continuing just going down. This could I'm wondering, is it going to form? Well, this would be a messed up head and shoulders, wouldn't it? 1174 broke down here to 1168, and then back up here to the 11490 right there on the NQ. Let me see if I can box that out. Ooh, wrong thing. What in the world? So this is where I'm looking at for maybe possible the inverse head and shoulders, but it's kind of off centered, but still some head and shoulders look different. But I wonder, can it break down through all of these levels of pressure here? It's a lot of pressure there. We saw the same move on Amazon as well. AMZN, where it had the triple tops over the top though. And it came up and it tested this range here, found a little bit of selling pressure there at the 114s. What's up, Lori? All right, the gang's all here. Let's get it. Got about 7 minutes to the bell. Jump back over here. Let's see. Trucker 2B says the great turnaround is coming. It's going to create generational wealth of those who actually are bullish on the market after it's finished being a big bear. You're watching FFIE. Remember it's you're in IINN. Yeah, I got into that thing yesterday, but it just wouldn't do what I wanted it to during intraday. So I was like, nah, this just ain't my session. So I cut it. Did gap down and then pop up, but it's too much unpredictability in there on that one. It's gonna have to come back down and test that 225 level for me. Six minutes to the bell. USEA bars or candles getting a little bit tighter up here around the top. Definitely not interested in buying a top. FFIE though, it's up 12%, but that volume though, it's not in the competition. The only way it's going to be able to come up is if USEA and IINN and AREB absolutely plummet. So I'll be careful with FFIE. I'll do the main watches on the day over here. I got my little scanner up here. My higher float stocks, FFIE is up there in the higher floats. Then I got the mid floats, TEN and Veru still there. Low floats, and then the micro caps, which we see is most of the volume out of all of these. So I'm going to stick my eyes right in here where everybody else's eyes are and wait for them to drop the tank. Whew. Let's see. Markets open. USEA going red. And the other thing is, yesterday IINN surprised me. It just kept holding. Even though, you know, it went red, and it would just come back up green, come back up green. So I was like, okay, I'll take it at green if it wants to go. Just never gave me what I wanted. AERB is mildly green right now. Let's see anything else popping up here. TIDE going red. FFIE was one that Dallas had called out. A little bit larger float there. Pretty sure it's going to have a little bit smaller range. No real news on today. Then I see TYED as well. So we'll see which one of these wants to become a prominent mover on today. IINN going on back down there to that, what is that? 236. Red on the day, so shorts are in control there. I'm not going to play with it today. If it doesn't stay green, I'm just not doing that. 2 days in a row of that is, let's see, 143 up to the 159s on Tide. FFIE. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in on Twitch and YouTube. Remember that if you're over on Twitch, hit that follow button. And if you're on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button so we can continue growing the community. Full set of specs. Okay, servers. Okay, that'll work. The SPY is also green right now. Dallas, you said you got out of INN just before it cracked. Nice. By the skin of your teeth, man. Skin of your teeth. Yeah. USEA just really not looking great up here at the top. Not a good buy area. Looking like it wants to come down at least a little bit. Okay. USEA going red now, so we'll see which one of these wants to hold green on the day. And that'll probably be one that I'll take stabs at for trades throughout the day if it stays green. The only reason I gave IINN a chance is because reducing the amount of blood samples that's needed. You know how many blood samples they take from patients? I was like, man, that's pretty serious. But as you can see, it's continuing on down to press back towards those levels of the lows. But the problem is now the recovery is probably not going to happen. The SPY at 386 making its way on up. Came from the 385.10 and is pushing. What did FFIE do? It was a smaller float, so it shouldn't have that much range on it, especially with these low floats up here moving. If it was the only thing, maybe it would give a little bit better move, but we'll see. Had that 200 moving average at the 532, so 532 breakdown is not going to be pretty. We'll see though. Okay, so the biggest green right now is TYDE, then FFIE, and then USEA pop back up as well for just a limited time offer. But that's a trap. Oil holding at the 100, right above the $100, 103 right now. Nice trade on FFIE Dallas, taking that profit there. Starting his day early, getting that cushion. AREB, red on the day now. Starting to see some fade back to red. Just not being able to hold those greens up. All right, so yeah, like I said, that 532, it slipped down through that 532, which was a level right here on the daily chart. This is the 200 SMA that I have on this this chart here, slipping right back down to the previous body of this candle and under the SMA. I kind of figured, man, I don't know why yesterday with all those little penny stocks popping and randoms and things, I was like, it just seems like a lot of manipulation and no real news. I don't know why. We want some obvious stuff that's going to get going. USEA slipping on down red. So the only thing that's green right now is FFIE. Trying to hold up there. We'll see if it can hold up those 532s. But at this point, it is still kind of in no man's land for a long position. It had this previous level here. What's this? 573 for resistance up here. Resistance area rather. It's about right there. $6 right at the 6. And as for support, I do not know just yet. But everything else has faded to red. Shorts taking control on these other little movers. Let me see if anything new is popping up here. NIO. IINN down a whole 7%, man, and continue to push. At least the true intentions came out. FFIE chopping around. So if FFIE is the best we got on the day, I'm scared. I'm really really scared here. I see ANVS popped up there, but it's only 14% and it's only a million shares traded. It's not even in the competition. Let me jump back over here. Micro floats, ANVS. REVB is what you're calling out, Ben. Let's go check that out. Oops. REVB. It's definitely not in the competition. Um, so this is what you don't want to do is stick your finger in this one. This one may get you torn up. It's got to at least compete. This thing had even, I mean, look at this competition. This is like Usain Bolt out here running with 16 million, 13 million. Yeah. Not great there on the for a day trade. Maybe if you're looking for a longer term trade, cool, but for a day trade, a little bit too suspicious there. The SPY going on up there almost to 387. FFIE losing that volume. Where'd the volume go? First 5-minute candle had 1 million, almost 2 million shares traded. Second candle fell, and now this one is about 500,000. So not beautiful. USEA came down to this 719, but on the hour chart it's showing a lot of weakness after this little flatness right here of the 766. We'll see if that becomes resistance for it here at the 766. That's like an obvious level of resistance there. And then this one, FFIE, is trying to get back into this range where the shorts pushed it down at first, which would, the entry for this range would be the 565-ish level, and we'll see if it can get up and hold that. TYDE took a little fall. Big push downs on this one. This one got up to 169, 170, pushed all the way back to the 124s, got back up there during pre-market, and more pressure falling on it. The SPY ripped through the 387s, nice and green on the day. FFIE trying to get back up to that 550 level, but again, questionable for a long position. You said everything we are watching, if it loses volume, where's the volume going to? Well, we can see that here on the scans here, or on the watch list where the volume's going to. We can literally see the numbers here when they start. Let me see one that's moving slow. Like ANVS for example, ANVS. So let's say that the volume starts leaving out here, or I mean the volume is gone here. It's not moving, right? What would make people take their eyes off of these stocks that are doing 16 million, almost getting up to 20 million to come down here and trade? No, not what will make people. What will make the big fish? What will make the institutions? What will make the what will make the people that are taking those bigger risks in the market come and look at this ticker, right? Over these other ones. That's what I mean by when I say a ticker is not in the competition. It's like, why? There's nobody to be destroyed, right? On a day trade, it's like there needs to be somebody to be destroyed. The shorts need to be a lot of shorts or a lot of longs to get pushed. That's why they have the short squeezes. That's why they have these other things. And predictability. Right? So if it has low volume like this and it's chopping around, how are you supposed to predict the momentum or the movement out of ranges or the strength inside of a range? These are penny stocks, man. We're in the trash can. Think about it. If they're the trash can, the bottom of the trash can is full of piranhas, and all the piranhas are in one section. It's like, I need to go check that section out. There's probably meat there, and that's why more and more piranhas come there. That's what the market makers, that's what any kind of prop traders want to look for, is where the people will be making bad decisions. That's it. This little ANVS, nobody's making bad decisions out here. It's barely moving. Or if they are making bad decisions, it's unpredictable. All right, so FFIE did get up there to that 567. Everything else has gone all the way back down. IINN all the way down there to the 230s, almost down 10% on the day. It's probably not going to come in back into competition with these other long positions. Oh. Longer time frame on No, I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining. Why does everything have to be an argument with you people? Dallas is the only one that gets me, man. This is a conversation. I'm not arguing. It's not, we're just expressing opinions. Please don't get triggered over opinions. Opinions are not weapons. They're used as information gathering. This is information gathering. Take it in, What's that old saying? Take it in with as a grain of salt or something. I forgot how the metaphor goes. Take it. I forget. My brain goes mush. Anyway, USEA still just playing around there. FFIE touched that position up there that we had marked, this little area, put its little toe in, but found a little bit of rejection. We'll have to see what it wants to do. It's just back and forth over that 570 going towards the 575. And another thing that I've realized, like, when it comes to trading and trading these obvious plays or things that are, lining up to be obvious, the more and more criteria that you put in there to certify an obvious stock, like the volume, maybe the catalyst, whatever. Sometimes the catalyst just does not matter. Sometimes it's a completely chaotic train wreck of people rushing in a short squeeze, or a big bear candle forms. But it's just, you have to kind of narrow down your criteria and realize that you can be wrong and accept defeat. That's it. You can be wrong. The behavior of the market is unbeknown to us, but our parameters of our risk management system are known. All right, USEA throwing a wick up there, looking like it's getting a little push and a little bit of a pushback. It had a little bit 825 here. 825 there. Getting a nice little drop down. Let's see if it begins to take souls here. USEA looking like it's going. Will the fear take over? It went down there to the stupid line. Ooh, pushed right through the stupid line. So if anybody bought that VWAP, they're getting hammered. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. FFIE up to $6. So it did break within this range here. from the 560s up there all the way to the top of the $6, which is kind of knocking on the door right there. Appreciate that, Dallas. I try to spit some facts sometimes. FFIE. Will the shorts get aggressive back in this range? Right under the 6. A lot of volume coming in there. We haven't really seen any red yet on the 5-minute or any of these. It's just been going straight up. So where is the where is the bottom? IINN all the way back down into the levels that it came from, back to the depths. And that's what we wanted to avoid. That's crazy. Down 13%. Arab never did get any upward momentum as well. Still red on the day, so shorts may be ready to play ball with that one. The SPY holding right at the 387s. Got up, what was that high? Let me see. High up there was the 387.60. Dallas called out LGVN. Getting a little pops there. They have news or something. Let me see. LGVN yet did a little double or almost a double bottom. 580s came up a little bit, came back down to the 580s. Maybe for a longer term position would definitely maybe work out. Jump back over here to our skins. Now the top in the high floats, we have NIO again, AMD, FFIE, and all the rest of them are a little bit lower. Veil, but volume wise, 21 million, 14 million, 12 million, that's where all the eyes are. Invex, 10. All right. So FFIE still just right around that $6 level. Not able to actually hold it. Got a little bit of a pop through. But we'll see. Still got to find a bottom on the day as well. Tide still green on the day. Had a big drop here into aftermarket from got up here to the 168, fell down to the 117, worked its way back up. Yeah, that just doesn't look good. See, the problem is when you have these low volume stocks, even if you had, 1 million shares, or 2 million shares to buy. Well, who are you going to, what sellers are you going to get those from? You know what I mean? Like, who's going to sell to you here? IINN going and touching the center of the earth into the depths. It shall go. One Life said, taking profits on SQ. Nice, nice. Appreciate that, SB. Good morning. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We come out here and do these market analysis and point out the good, the bad, and the ugly in the market, and try to implement risk management on some of these plays. Finally, it's starting to look like it. That 750 level. If that 750 cracks again, this it's not gonna be looking great. SPY back over that 187. Has a little top here on the 5-minute, but has not certified any kind of top on the 15 yet. FFIE coming back off of that $6, has a little bit of a 5-minute resistance. We'll see if this becomes real in the higher time frames. LGVN, more and more little pops out there. Veru continues up. It's up 10%. Oh, let me go check on my old friend Siga. Let's see what Siga's up to. Veru came up, had a little gap down. Question is, will it do a gap fill? I don't know. And then Siga. Siga still continuing up this little uptrend. Coming back again to this line. Getting some tests on it as well. 1, 2 failures. So I don't know about that one either. FFIE, what do you want to do? Slowing down a little bit. Nice One Life, nice trade. On One Life was trading SQ. Nice trade there. Nice little pop from looks like it popped down to 64. Broke those. Let me see what was the range here. Well, looking like it's dropping. You better be glad you got out. I don't know if you were long or short on SQ, but yeah, definitely taking a little dip back down. Well, you sold with the best of them, didn't it? You missed out on a lot of pull down. FFIE coming on back down to the bottom of this range. 565 may possibly become that level of resistance again. Actually, wait, let me flip over here to my watch list and see what I'm forgetting. Let's see, Lucid, Coinbase. Coinbase had a nice trend down, bouncing on this level of the 47, 46 on Coinbase. Macy's was another one that I thought would actually end up going down, and it's back here to this what looks like a double bottom at the 1748. Amazon, where you at? That was the other one we had saw that had the triple top. NIO. Roblox. It's one that I had talked about earlier as well. 21. They made a higher low of the 24s. Roblox, Revlon. But I'm definitely gonna put IINN on the watch for maybe the future plays. Because if they continue moving into the United States, more and more states adopting that technology, it's gonna be quite nice. But that'll be into the future. Arab getting a pop here off the 126. Coming back green on the day. 21 million shares traded on this one. One Life says, he said his trade, let me see. His trade was 66.84 up to the 67.63. Nice. And then the SPY hit my target looking for potential short, but watching for retest first. So sitting on hands on the SPY. Let me look at the SPY. Now you can go get your first Gucci belt. FFIE back up there to that $6 range. Just it may just form a range here between this 560 and the $6, 40 cent range, and then look to challenge the highs. Let's see. Bed Bath and Beyond is up 17%, but it has no kind of double bottom or anything. Came down here to 427. I forgot, was it? I was reading something today. Was it Bed Bath and Beyond? It was some kind of news article where this one of the CEOs put their own money into their company. I think it might have been Bed Bath and Beyond. Let me go here. See news. Yeah. This is it. Yeah, on the front page. Bed Bath and Beyond's interim CEO bets with big with her money, her own money. So she may end up broke, but hey, more power to her. Let's actually see what's out here on this news. Dow Jones rallies as Fed minutes reveal. Let me turn this off. Dow Jones rallies as Fed minutes reveal this EV stock explodes. How quickly the tables have turned. A drop in mortgage rates has home buyers so cocky they're asking sellers for what? For cash. They're asking for cash. Oh, they're stupid. Bill Gates just won a legal approval to buy 2,000 or 2,100 acres of North Dakota farmland worth 13.3 or 13.5 million, which is like a drop in the bucket for him. Russia targets Europe with commodity weapons. Don't be duped by doomsayers. Warren Buffett says blah blah blah. Blah blah and blah. Okay. Crypto. Israel carriers may fly to Turkey under new aviation deal. Whatever. Okay. GameStop is always up. GameStop announces 4-for-1 stock split. Jump over here to Benzinga. Senators, brokers, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Their recent news is kind of dry. In pursuit of gold in all the right places. Meet the company developing the future of EV charging systems. This high tide lifts all boats. Whatever. Okay. Nothing super interesting. FFIE jumping up through that level of resistance. Had like a little miniature pullback in there. So we'll see if the shorts want to push it back into under the $6. But that was a call out by Dallas on FFIE. Definitely made a move on through there. USEA coming on back up here to this top of the 830s again as well. Pushing back against the selling pressure, but is this real? We'll have to wait for verification. The previous body of the previous candle was the 763s. A-Reb giving up the ghost. One Life said, wasn't BBBY the company that had no air conditioning? I don't. Oh man. Hustle finally made it onto the scans, but it's not even close to being in the competition on the day. Very awkward movements in USEA. The SPY continued to, it came down here to this level of the 386 and found some buying pressure right under here. See if they can push him out of there, or does it want to actually that would be very quick if it was to come back up here and start holding the 86 right now. Very quick turnaround. FFIE back closer to the 6 now. Looking like it's becoming more and more of a top here. USEA on the 15 minute. This does kind of look like a range here of resistance. So from here, where is this? The top of this is maybe like the right under the 9s, 890s. Yeah, FFIE is not playing any games, trying to get out of there. But What does FFIE do? Let me see. Faraday Future Intelligent Electric Inc. engages in the design, development, manufacture, engineering, sale, and distribution of electric vehicles and related products in the United States and internationally. The company was incorporated in 2014 and is headquartered in Gardena, California. Woo, that thing's operating in some serious some red. So I guess they're trying to save their business. Mm-mm-mm. Smells fishy. Don't you have a analyze button on your TOS on your platform like on TOS? It gives all the company data without looking up on Yahoo. Yes, I have that, but I just don't use it really. I have a, let me see, where is it? Where are my tools? And go to what was that button again? It was not the screener. It was like news and everything. I don't even have it up here. I just used the TOS one. Oh, there it is. Well, is this what I'm looking? No, research. That's what it is. Research. So on the research, I have this over here, but I mean, I just rather see it on Yahoo or whatever. Gives your market cap and all these nice little credentials here. Does not give the correct float. Or maybe it did give the correct float on this one. Let me go and check one of the other ones. Like, let's check something with a lower float. Arab, and change this to this. Arab, total float 4.2 million. So yeah, I mean, it gives a float and everything, but you know, I just didn't even have it up. A lot of times it takes a while to update anyway. Like before the market, this stuff isn't showing or whatever. So I'm like, let me just go out here to these other news sites. But yeah, there is news here. Thank you for reminding me, One Life. Appreciate that. One Life, man, he could be so useful. Man, he's such a great guy. Let me stop buttering his biscuit before he comes over here with that heat. Oh, FFIE. USEA coming on down. So FFIE is looking like it's going to be trying to get up here. This high was the 640 of the highs. Still has not confirmed any bottoms yet to the downside. So just don't know about that one. All right. Yeah, FFIE just stole the market from all the high floats, everything else in the high floats, up 40%, just killing the game, man. I just want to see where it's gonna come down to. Let's see the range of these candles: 517 up to the 550s, and then it's came up here. Let's see, 581 up to the 611, 577 up to the 6. So some pretty nice range in these candles too. But what about that drop though? Dallas called out VRCA. VRCA. Okay. And let me look. VRCA. Let's look over here on TOS. VRCA. So the yearly chart had this low down here, there, and then came down here to the 177. It popped up, let's see, on the monthly chart here. Kind of has the same setup as what was the other one we saw like this? Was it IINN? No, it wasn't that one. I can't remember which one we saw like VR. But yeah, came down here on that 177, went flat for a while. But that gap down though, that gap down was quite spacious on the daily chart. Maybe it'll try for a gap fill, but I don't know. That gap fill is what, all the way up, and I don't know if it's gonna do it today. Rather, they usually gap fill, but I don't know if it's gonna do it today. So 551 there. What's the volume on this one? Don't know if it can compete. What in the world did I just do? Oh my God. Okay. Reached the top of this point on the 4-hour chart after that big drop. Got this little gap. So, I mean, I guess it did fill this little gap on the 4-hour, but I don't know about the potential of that one. Let me look. What kind of news did it have? $10 million bet on this stock. No. We're not betting on any stocks. All right, RCA. Just doing this little thing up there, 14% up. Wow. FFIE did reach that top up there. So now this is a major level. Will they drop the bag here? I mean, if I was a short, I would definitely be interested in this previous level of, the fear. The fear is should be little for the shorts, but we'll see. Doesn't want to drop off this level. USEA dropping down below the 8s. AREB, smaller and smaller candles here. Volume also. Volume still about 196, so not horrible. Veru, again, pushing above this previous, 1450. In this range, came down here and hit the 1359, but Just trying everything that it can to get out of here. Top side of this previous hour candle was the 1468. Definitely getting some movement in there. And another thing that I really have gotten away from when I used to like FOMO into stuff, I'll be looking and I will be thinking, wow, this thing is looking amazing. But at the moment that I'm thinking that, I'm trying to press the buy button. I had to reverse my way of thinking to be like, okay, wow, this thing is selling off hard, but it is still in a trend that I like. It is still has receiving the volume that I like, and maybe it has a catalyst that I like. Let this thing sell off and allow me an entry where people will be willing to buy above me. GD research updates weekly, and news can be viewed in a range on Street Smart Edge. Nice to know that. SB says meeting time. Be right back. Yeah, I got matter of fact, I'm about to end the stream in about 3 minutes. So Ben should be streaming as well. So you can go and check out his. Hold up. Man, throat dry, bro. Gotta get some water. Anyway, Ben should be streaming as well. Check out his stream on Framework Fortune home channel. But that is the analysis for today. I did not see anything in particular. These things got to come back down, really. But appreciate you guys for all your chats and comments. Appreciate you guys over on Twitch and YouTube for signing in. Don't forget to hit the like button, and also subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and follow on Twitch. And yeah, that's it for me today. Y'all have a great day. Great what is this? Thursday, July 7th. We're entering into the month. And I'm thinking it's going to be a great month. We just got to manage that risk and be careful. If you're going to continue trading today, definitely be careful and keep your eyes on which one was it? Which one was it? Never mind. Don't even worry about keeping your eyes on it. Just watch for these things to come down into some dips, into some lows, some actual lows, not like micro dips, and focus on those higher time frames. Anyway, that is it for me today. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.